your monthly wages in one trade?
Yo, yo. All right. We're going to dive right in. This morning we're looking at NASDAQ futures. Markets open. Well, pretty active today. Start was right around here. Let's give this thing a full refresh real quick. Make sure we're getting all the right data here. Yep. All right. Let's look at history. This is minute by minute. What's the 5 minute look like? Oof. There we go. Okay. Back to 1 minute. All right, so we're just learning here. I have no idea what I'm doing, but we're gonna do some trading. So it's been going down. It looks like it's starting to go up. I don't have live trading data. Let's check and see. Okay, so it offers real-time trading data. I have to be a paid subscriber, of course. All right. Let's make a note of that. Make that a to-do. Okay. I'm gonna guess it's gonna start going up. Just gonna go with my gut here and frickin' guess. We're using paper trading. I'm gonna, ooh, I should have jumped in sooner. Let's try to jump in here. Contain our losses a bit. Right about there. So what I'm doing is trying to line up to the top of this loss, hoping it won't. Actually, I'm going to line up to the bottom of this one. And I'm going to line this up to this peak here. Okay, and we are going to... Oh, why is it not going to let me make an order? Strange. Can you... Let's see, trading view. Can you do paper trading on NASDAQ? Oops. What? Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll use the latest, greatest. Okay, so it's just not letting me, let me do this. Non-tradable symbol. You can't trade symbol at the trading view via paper trading. So this is lying. Maybe I have the wrong index. Is it futures? Okay, we're learning. We're learning. So the symbol I'm looking at is NDQ. I can't trade on this symbol. Let's see. Let's go up here. NASDAQ. NDX. This is what I'm looking at now. Isn't it? So this says US 100 index. I don't see that here. What is this? I can trade on this. What does this $100 mean? I feel like it's a scam. Index CFD. What is IG? Futures. E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures. I feel like this might be what I'm looking for. Okay, why? Huh, I wonder what that is. NQ1. Can I trade on this? I can trade on this. Okay. Oh, whoops. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's see about using Grok. Grok's gonna be our homeboy, so we're gonna pin this. And we're gonna ask in trading view. Actually, I don't think it matters if it's in trading view or not, but for NASDAQ futures. NQ1 bang. Alright, this represents a continuous contract for the E-mini NASDAQ 100 futures based on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Alright, that's what CME is. CME, alright. NASDAQ 100 futures. We're going to add this to our watch list. NQ1. Wait a minute, there's a bunch under here. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Boom. We'll put this under futures. Bring it to the top. Alright, and we'll flag that one because we're going to trade this one quite a bit. Now, the reason I was going to trade it was I heard the fees are lower. Can you compare the fee and tax structures for trading crypto, stocks, and futures? I like to speak appropriately to the AI so that when they take over, they think I'm a smart and nice guy. Can you compare the fee and tax structures for trading crypto, stocks, and futures? Provide pros and cons. Including NASDAQ futures in your previous query, yep. Along with their pros and cons. This analysis focuses on the U.S. market. Alright, fee structure. exchanges charge maker and taker fees. Okay, it's a pretty small percentage, a half to 1%. It doesn't say anything about trading fees for futures. Oh, I see. Okay, let's do this. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Comparison summary. Trading fees. I'm gonna copy this actually and drop it in here. Nice. Okay. So now we have it in our notes. Just looking how to make this zoom in a little bit. Maybe I just do this. There we go. Alright, maker taker fees. $0 commissions. 50 cents to 65 cents per contract. Wow, this has a pretty big spread. $2.50 per contract. Stocks looks like it's cheaper. Other fees. Draw liquidation overnight fees. Margin, interest, ETF expense ratios. Margin requirements, platform fees. I wonder what those are. Tax classification, property. Capital asset. We're going to have to go into some detail on this. What is this section 1256 contracts? Where'd you go, Grok? Right here. What are section 1256 contracts? Traded on regulated exchanges and receive special tax treatment. These contracts include futures, certain options, and other derivatives. Key features 60-40. Gains and losses are split. %60 long-term capital gains and 40% short-term capital gains. Okay, so worst case, we're looking at 20% for 60% of it and 37% for the other 40%. This applies regardless of holding period. Huh. Alright, do we have a calculator I can use while I'm streaming here? Look at that. So, if I make 1,000, or let's say in a year of trading, I'm lucky I make 10,000 a month, so we're looking at 120,000 a year. %60 of that is 72,000. That's going to be taxed at a rate of 20% maximum. I'm going to guess if your income is over like 50K, they're going to hit you 20%. Right? Okay. 60% of that is 72,000. We're going to tax that at 20%. That's 14,400. Okay. Let's make a note of that. So we're doing 120,000 per year. What was it, 72,000? 72,000 taxed at 20% is equal to 1,400, or I'm sorry, 14,400. Okay, that means, what do we have? 120,000 minus 72,000. I'll make sure I get this right. 48,000. So then the other 48,000 taxed at the short term, which was 37%. And that's going to be almost the same, I bet. Let's see, 48,000 times 0.37. 17,760. Wow. All right, so total tax is putting us at, let's see, we've got 17,760 and 14,400 plus 14,400, 32,160. So then our net is going to be 120,000 minus that 32,160. $87,840. So this would be what you pay Uncle Sam come tax time. This would be your final take home. Do that one. Okay, so that's good to know. It looks like taxes is the main benefit here. Let's do... Okay, this is for futures. Let's see... we'll do another quick tax calc. This will be for crypto. Same thing, 120,000 per year. So if it's taxed as property, and there'll be a capital gains tax. I think there's something to this, more tax-wise. We'll ignore that for now. All right, so short-term, most of these are going to be short-term. Let's see if Grok mentioned what short and long-term means here. Got futures, stocks. Okay, this is crypto. Held less than a year. Okay, yeah, so all of our gains are within a year. So we're going to be taxed at that, we're going to call it that 37% rate. Okay. Yeah, this is, well, let's go ahead and go through it. So we'll say 120,000 taxed at that 37% rate. So clear this, 120,000 times 37, 44,400. Really? Okay. We're gonna view this. There we go. Then we're gonna do our net. That is gonna be 120,000 minus this 44,400. 7560. Oh wait, 75,600. Sorry, 75,600. Okay, so yes, we do net less with crypto just because of taxes. Let's see what happens. Let's finish it up. Stocks. Oh, whoops. Same thing. 120,000 per year. 20,000 taxed at. Oh, it's taxed the same. Okay, so I don't need to do. I'll do crypto or stocks. Okay, so we have good notes. So yeah, futures from a tax perspective is going to be better. Wash sale rules. Wash sale rules. Stocks, margin fees. Wash sale rules. Apply to stocks and ETFs. Selling at a loss and repurchasing the same or substantially identical security disallows the loss deduction. Oh. Okay. I don't look at this as a big deal. Okay, now however, futures also, oh, okay, so maybe that is kind of a big deal. You could get some deductions for your losses. Can you give me an example of a futures income scenario where wash sale rule not being applied has a tax advantage? Or am I even thinking about that right? Tax bracket, 24% ordinary income rate, 15% long-term capital gains rate, trading at 2025 with 10,000 and other taxable income, actively trading. January. 140,000. Initial margin 1,500. See, I'm still learning. I don't even know what this initial margin 1,500 means. Okay, so we'll slide over that for now. Contract drops to 19,500 points. Okay, so we've lost. You sell the contract, realizing the 1,000 loss in February. Oh, so the losses taxed as long-term 90, taxed as short-term, total tax on future gains 186. Loss deduction, the $1,000 immediately offsets other income. $10,000 other income. Oh, okay. So it doesn't. Your gains and losses are still taxed normal, but your other income can take a deduction against it. Yeah, is there an income bracket where you can no longer take the wash deduction or the loss deduction for futures? No specific. However, certain tax rules and limitations can affect how losses from futures trading offset income, particularly at higher income levels. It sounds like 3,000 for married couples, or 1,500, which I am a single individual, so that might be the max. Yeah, okay. It's not a huge amount, but it'll help some. You know, 1,500 there, 1,500 there. Okay. Cool. That was a good learning experience. So, futures is the way to do it, primarily around taxes. Now let's do this, because I don't understand this piece. So if I come in here and I want to buy, okay, so this is our ticker. We're going to do an order. I'm not sure what DOM means. We'll leave that alone. We're going to buy. We do market value of, let's do $100. How can I not do that? Specified amount is less than the instrument minimum of 1. What? Ticks, yeah. I thought that I could buy ticks, right? Units. What is this? Okay, that's confusing to me. Let me go back to here. Limit. Okay, price. Units. $500. How about that? Can I do $100 now? Mm-hmm. No. 200? No. 300? Wow, is 500 the minimum? Okay, this is how many ticks it's off right now, I guess? Tick value $5. Okay, let's see if Grok knows. In trading view, how do I risk a $100 buy in stack futures? MNQ is more suitable for smaller risk amounts. Okay, cool. So we're learning, we're learning. Okay, so we got NQ1. So we're gonna do MNQ1. We're gonna add that. Bring this up here. Alright, let's jump over to that MNQ1. Okay, we're going to do a market buy and 100. It's still not working, Grok. Tick size, 0.25 index points. Equals 50% or 50 cents per contract. One tick equals 50 cents. Point value 1.4 ticks, $2 per contract. Margin 1,500 to 2,000 per contract. Risking $100 means your potential loss equal to $100. Sure your broker's connected, right? I'm still on paper trading. Whoops. This is... If I go to limit, does that help me? No. Well, I'll be back after these messages. Okay. We're still trying to figure out how to buy things. So let me look at this again. Identify your entry price and stop loss level. Okay. Entry price 20,000 points. Oof. Can I place? What is the minimum amount of money I need to actually place an order? Woof. Initial margin. Potential loss. Trading fees. And exchange fees. So this is Oh. One contract, okay. Okay, well, we might need to set up NinjaTrader. Let's see, on this one. So this continuously is set at 155 to 205. So let's go back here and pop you out. We're going to say market buy 205. $5,000 is 2 units. 2,500. Gotcha. Alright, so the market's kind of bleh right now, it's flat. Some good activity first thing this morning. Okay, if I close this, if I hit buy, 23 cents. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we learned a little bit today. Futures is probably the way to go. We're going to potentially need Ninja Trader to be able to trade smaller amounts. Looked like it was like 50 to 100 bucks. I think I'm going to start, when I start trading real money, I'm going to start around the $100 mark. So I'm going to do a little research on Ninja Trader. We will come back and see how it does for us. Peace out.